Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching and supporting this build as much as you guys have. You guys have been awesome. I also want to thank you for buying all the clutch kits that you've been buying for CF Moto, for your Z-Force, U-Force, C-Force, the whole 9 yards. You guys have been awesome. I have not been able to put out a video for today, Monday. So today on Monday, I'm making a video. I'm setting aside some time to make a video. You guys have kept me super busy. Now keep in mind, if you guys want to support the channel, don't need a clutch kit or whatever, the clutch kits do support the channel, but if you want to support the channel in other ways, down in the video description, I'll even do a pinned comment of ways that you can support the channel by checking out my Amazon store, checking out my merch, even donating to PayPal, whatever you guys want to do, because I get messages all the time. Redneck, I want to help out your channel. I want to do what I can to help you grow your channel and help you continue to do builds like this and builds on CF Moto. And guys, I appreciate that a lot. So hopefully I can put this out there again in another video where you guys can help me do that, and the ways that you can help me do that. You can also become a channel member or even a Patreon. A lot of people pick to do the channel member because it's directly related to YouTube. What? What? Oh. This? Oh yeah. We're not going to talk about this yet. But yeah, it's here. I have the wiring, the carburetor. This is a 5-speed manual. Okay? We're not going to talk about this yet, but this brand new engine was donated by one of you guys. Gary Patrick donated this, fully paid for. He wanted to help out the channel, and he fully paid for that for us and donated it to us. So big shout out to Gary Patrick. He is a really awesome dude. We ride with him every chance that we're able to because he lives about 7-8 hours away from us. So we love riding with that guy. He's awesome. He really helps out the channel all the time. We're not going to talk about the motor yet. I'm going to keep you guys wondering what it is, how big it is. It's pretty big. It's pretty big, okay? What we are going to do today is we're going to put on the rear shocks. I finally got the rear shocks in the mail, I don't know, last Thursday. Anyway, they came in the mail today. We're going to put on the rear shocks. After we put on the rear shocks today, we're going to get rid of that jack down there. I might have to shut that furnace off. It's roasting me out. We're going to get rid of that jack, and then we're going to come back up front. We're going to cut them hubs off, and we're going to extend the swing arm, or at least we're going to try to. Doing that, we're also going to change the camber and the caster and all that stuff that we need to do. And hopefully by the end of today's video, we'll be able to have the steering all working, the tires straight, and this buggy sitting the way that it needs to sit. So without further ado, let's get started on putting these shocks in the rear. And once we do that, we'll move up here to the front and get the welding and cutting and all that happy stuff. First of all, we got to see if they'll even fit. I have no idea if they're going to fit. May have to. Oof. Oh, looks like they are. Looks like they're, hey. We just have to change out the bushings or the whatever they call them in there, right? But we'll do that when we're finished with the buggy. I pre-loosened these to kind of, make noise a little less. Yeah, we'll have to put the spacers in there and all that stuff, but right now we're just worried about getting them set and in place. And check that out. I think it's gonna sit just the way that we wanted it to. We'll have to find nuts and bolts and all that happy stuff. All right, now we can release that jack. Oh, that's going to be plenty soft back there. It's stiff, but it's not super stiff. It's going to be nice back there. Oh yeah, that'll work great. right, guys, we got both sides 0 degrees and they're coming straight out basically. Now our plan is to weld these in, and then we're gonna sleeve them with a sleeve, whack them off. It's gonna widen the front end, and that sleeve will also help us weld them to here, but we gotta grind this. And what I wanna do is this right here will go right down inside this. So we'll be able to weld it here and also weld it with that sleeve. So it'll be double welded, and then we're probably gonna end up putting like some long gussets in. So I'm gonna get these cleaned up and we'll be right back. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tack weld these in. We have them zeroed out, so 0 camber at all. So we're gonna tack weld these in real good, and then we're going to slide this over. We're gonna weld this in. This is gonna give it strength, and then we're gonna cut this off. We're going to slide this on, and then we're going to weld that, and then we're gonna butt that, and then we're gonna weld that. So I would like to be able to weld this from inside here. Maybe I can do half of it, but I can't get to the other half. So I don't know. I tried to take these out. It's got pins and stuff, but we're just gonna try and do it without taking this apart. I did try. It's a lot more work than what I should have to do, so I think we're gonna be all right by doing that. We just have to cut this off about, leave a 1/4 of an inch, just enough to go inside here. So without further ado, let's get this tacked and this one tacked over here, and then we'll get these arms off, get them up there, and get them welded. So what we're gonna need to do is go ahead and trim these. All right, it's zeroed out. Okay, what about this way? And it has a 1 degree. It could actually go just a little bit, but it'll be fine. Got that set. Now let's make sure this is set. All right, we can go ahead and throw another tack on her just to make sure she doesn't move. All right, we'll get these arms pulled off and get it up around the bench and weld them. Alright guys, let's see about getting these suckers on here, and maybe some tires. Let's get this side all hooked up. This one's still hot. Shock hooked up. Alright, let's get this shock hooked up, guys. It'll be easier to go this way. Alright, let's put the tires on. All right, now we can get her off the jack. Let's see. Hey, it's not so bad. That's not so bad at all. She still has a little bit of outward camber, yeah, on both wheels, but as she sinks down, that'll straighten up, so not worried about that at all. Sweet. Now we have to work on the tie rod ends. All right, guys. Well, that's it for today's video, because what I want to do, I was going to cut those and extend them, but I'm going to order some good heims because I need some good travel out of them, and I'm going to make me some. I have enough pipe here that I should be able to do that with, so I'm going to make me some, or maybe what I'll do is order me some nice ones, depending upon what they'll cost, put them on there because I need a lot more travel out of them. Even if I extend those, we're gonna beat these little ball joints to death. And I'm going to see if there's a way that I can upgrade these pins right here. See that? I melted that plastic bushing or nylon bushing or whatever it is when I welded it. I didn't even think about those, but they were trashed anyway, really. So I'm going to see if there's some kind of like a upgrade, like a nut and a bolt that go through there with maybe some bearings on a hub. I'll buy a whole new hub. So I'm going to go in and do that now and see. So guys, we're getting very close to having the steering done. And like I said, I want to either buy some beefier ones that are longer that maybe I only have to trim just a little bit and put those on there, because then I'll have a ton of travel. I just didn't want to use those and something break. They're kind of tiny. They are, you know, golf cart style. I'm sure they'd be fine. I'm sure they would. But I'd feel better myself with some good heims in there, with some bolts that go through there, and they'll have more travel and all that stuff. I just think that they'll do better. I'm going to get the same heims that we used on our golf cart build, our last one, because they've been holding up great. They're not even loose at all. They don't clank or nothing. So I'm going to order some of those, and we'll just go from there, guys. All right, guys. Peace out. God bless. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning in. Leave me a comment down below what you think. And yeah, we're getting real close to getting that motor mocked up and on here. And then once we get that, we'll work on the cage and all that stuff. So, all right, guys. Peace out.